That. All right, we're here with Doug, going through, continuing our study here on the song "If" by Brad. Beautiful, beautiful melody and harm chord song. But Doug, you're making a really important, a real, no, realization, I guess, kind of realization, or about using tabs. Can you say that again?
Yeah, it's interesting that after all these years of playing the guitar and relying solely on tabs, that there are many times I've wished that I had not learned tabs when I did and learned the notes because I find now that when you're going through a song like this and you're trying to figure out how to do a chord melody,
Mm-hmm.
knowing the chords and where the melody is within the chord, and then being
Mm-hmm.
able to find the right chord that allows you to keep the melody on the top two strings is a really powerful tool.
Yeah,
And
and
you can
and
you can write it. Then you can improvise. You can write a chord melody just looking at the song. You just sit there and figure it out.
well,
It takes a long.
that's what I'm gonna do right now, and I could either write it out or just go through it myself too,
Right.
in a really simple way. Though, I mean, again, sure, tabs is nice, and it kind of helps those who don't read the notes, but it also helps like to create an arrangement so it's a
Yeah.
solid thing. But and I
It
think I'm
tells you
gonna
where the composer wants you to play, especially if you have a form of
right.
keys. The composer will tell you where on the neck he wants you to play,
That's
and
true.
then you
Yeah,
can play.
exactly. And
Yeah.
and you said top two strings. That's my general approach as well, as you already know. A third string often, and occasionally fourth string. And then you might have to do some odd things, if it gets that low, where you put the chord on top in a soft way. But like we're gonna encounter this D note, this F note here, and then we'll put the D here, just to harmonize that one note if we need to. So generally, I put the melody up high when doing chord melody. I mean, sometimes I'll play a melody. Here's Black Orpheus. I mean, that's pretty low. See what I mean? I have to do some inversions. I only get one note, but then I could do this. Then I have to do this. So then I add the chord on top of the melody. Look at that. Then I have to go like this. You know what I mean? Then I do this. So I kind of, yeah. If you're playing the melody low, like I just demonstrated on the song Black Orpheus, then I would still add the chord on top just as filler, as if I'm backing. I'm visualizing. What if I'm playing with a cellist, and he's playing the melody low? Then I could just do this stuff. Then I might go. So I'm kind of changing the approach to it. I'm not necessarily harmonizing, but then I'd kick into, now I would play the melody up high and then have the chord support it. So it's kind of nice as a theme and variations. Try the melody low if you can, and then try the melody high. See what I'm saying? Oh, uh, you know what I mean? Then, and then up high. Maybe put the third in bass. And then now, oh, I keep playing that C natural. That's one of the beautiful things about
Yeah.
this song. It's a C sharp. It's D minor major 7, which is a beautiful color. But I kept doing this, but it's that C sharp, so I got to remind myself. I would make an adjustment already. I'm already doing this in my chord melody arrangement here. I'm gonna put F sharp in the bass here. Let's go through this, see if we get it done. I'm going to use tabs though, because I'm doing the demonstration, but I want to make it more permanent and finalize. I'm going to leave out their arpeggiation. We did this like this, but I'm just gonna do a simple chord melody. Probably no sixes, but of course we could add the sixes, and then uh, but let's just do it a little bit more simple than that. So on this A chord, I'm gonna play an A using the open string. And now I might add some color, but that's just a triad. Just this. Now the first thing I might do is might add the 9 in there. And I think I will do that. All I had to do is put the open B string. Now it's an A add 9 chord. Try that. This is going to be all very playable on one sitting. You don't have to struggle too much with it. It's just basically the template, the shell. So I'm doing this. And then now this E major triad with the G sharp in the bass. That's a pretty playable chord. So let's see.
Beautiful
There's
chord.
So what I had to do though was refinger this note. This is an interesting technique here. I put this E open over to the 5th fret, just so I could plant this shape here.
Yeah.
So I had to do a refingering of that note like this. And I anticipated the chord, as you can see, an 8th note early with the melody note I changed early. And then I'm going to sneak this finger. So again, if that was super easy, well, from here, E slash G sharp, then I went like this. I mean, I could bust into 6s and remove everything, but this is just like level 1 chord melody, just as. So again, now I'm just talking about playing the melody. And then this. This is G6. It says E minor slash G. Is E minor triad? Here's G. I don't have a D in there. So that really is a true triad here. Let me just notate some of these chords here. And I am going to try to get the bass line when possible. Sometimes I just start with just the melody and the bass, but I am filling it out here just to kind of create an arrangement. Oh, this note here is going to be, this is why I'm using the tabs too, just to show that I'm refingering that E over here with. So that's an E, that's E minor slash G.
Could you illustrate one more time how you fingered that?
This chord or the chord before?
When you go to the D, C sharp, D,
Yeah, exactly. I did this, and then I lifted my pinky and snuck this finger to get the.
Okay, lift the pinky and then just use your index finger.
But that allows me to hold these 2 notes down. See, so I get this. That's why I didn't want to remove by doing 6s. I can hold the harmony like this, and then this. And now I kind of like those 6s when I'm moving this way. So just for fun, I might add some 6s in here and do that open. See this E here on the tabs? Then I might go to the E open, and then guess what I'm going to do? 6s here, just to fill in the blanks and create a sense of harmony. And I'm just staying in the key, diatonic. And then for this note, I'm going to put F sharp in the bass. I don't know if that lead sheet that I sent you had that F sharp in the bass, but it's nice to have that harmony. There it is. There's D slash F sharp. A lot of beautiful inversions with the thirds in the bass. I always say when you put the third in the bass, it has this really beautiful, heightened, emotional, cinematic quality to it. It just tugs your heart. Like this. And this. And this. And then this. So even that, I would probably just practice that, try to get it clean. Oh, sorry. I didn't hit that open E. I'm kind of doing it so slow that's not really in time, but I just wanted to demonstrate how to kind of practice it and keep it going. Just trying to mainly hear the words. Let's keep going. Here's this same shape, just moved down from the E minor slash G, the third in the bass. Now is a D minor slash F. So it's that shape here. So again, this I'm often thinking of this as an F6 chord. When I play swing, I do this quite a bit. It doesn't sound as minor.
I know, but it's cool.
Yeah, when you put the third in the bass on a minor chord, it doesn't sound as minor. It sounds a little bit more major. But on a major chord, when you put the third in the bass, it sounds darker. It sounds more minor. It's really a fascinating concept. Because if you did this, see, it sounds like a six chord to me, like F6. Okay, let's go on. But now, again, here's that melody note. How do we get that C sharp while trying to hold the shape?
Oh boy.
But I'm gonna just take these parallel sixes and move it to this.
Oh, just
So
use
it'd
the
be,
six. Oh yeah,
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 like
yeah.
this. And then I'm gonna do this da dum. And there's my A chord. There. Now the melody's getting kind of low here, but I put E in the bass for this, and I got the C sharp. It's really, I mean, it's a double. You got the double E. In actuality, it's kind of it's not. You can't even tell it's an A chord. It's more just implied, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
okay.
nice.
I like these sixes here. I'm gonna keep that like this, and then this single A. Here, listen.
Okay.
And of course, that would bring. I mean, we can hear it here. Listen. I don't have it all tying. I have to go back and clean it up later. You know what I mean? It's just sustained. And then this. And there I added a little sus to create some movement. Again, and I probably would, to fill it out, I would finger pick it. I'd do this. Let's see. Sorry, I messed up. Then. And I'd probably add this. And etc. And that could be arrangement level number 2, to where I'm actually adding those do dee, trying to keep the eighth note line going, right? But otherwise, for level 1, just be this. I'm just kind of again simplifying the rhythm a little bit. So let's get this part here. This is where I'm adding a D here. It's just a double stop, and then here I'm going to go ahead and go for the full chord, the full triad, and I would still do the full chord here. I'm just going to show you. Sorry, this one. I would just let this ring like this. And again, then I'd play that melody. So like there I did a sus, E sus4. I love those susses. And then I would resolve it. probably on beat 3 over here. So if I had to add a little filler here, I'll just do that for this part here, since it's the same stuff. Let me go back. Yeah, E7 sus4 to E sus4 to E7 probably is what I would do. So I'll just. There, like that. So
Um,
E sus. We could do E7 sus4 or just E sus4. E7 sus4 would be this. Here's that D minor, by the way. Yeah, I want it as a dominant. I don't want it just as a tri. So I'm gonna. There, now it's E7 sus4. And then E7. And I'll put it. Yeah, put it right here on beat.
you're just moving one note, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's 4 to the 3 sus.
The A to the A flat, yeah.
Yeah. A to the G sharp. Yep.
G sharp.
Well, again, it's spelling, right? Music school stuff. But yeah, again, that's what it would be like.
But that movement is nice. That movement is very nice.
And I got to show you this chord. This chord is really beautiful chord. I love this D minor. You got the added B and the E, so it's a D minor 6/9, jazzy.
Yeah.
But what's funny is that it just kind of builds up to this complete shape right here.
Right.
That's the shape there. It's the same shape. I didn't have to do that, but kind of redundant. But there it is. But you start like this, then go, then this. And then this time, you know what I might say? Oh, not that, jeez. What? That was bad. You gotta be careful of that open string if you're gonna have it. But I still like the add nines so much with this song. This chord. It's a pretty song to easy. It's a pretty easy song to memorize if you get the bass, because the bass is just doing this. Chromatic. And then minor 4, 5. So me on a gig, I would do it as a bossa nova. I'd do this. Hey. A/E. You have to think about this. D minor. Backbeat. Almost. And there, I'm getting close to getting it on the where I can do it tonight on the gig, just from mapping out the shapes. I mean, now I got to squeeze in those little melody notes too. This, you know. Almost. But just kind of going for it. But I would slow it way down and work it out like we're doing right now. But it essentially just repeats twice, so I could just skip that and go right to the B section. But it really nice, right? You see what I'm saying, right? You can memorize a song really quickly if you especially if you get that bass line, that walk down chromatic bass.
You can't. I'm still not there yet. I'm not there yet. I memorize it because I know the melody.
I know. I'm thinking of it harmonically. I would, but that's the other really good, another great approach to creating a chord melody is doing this. I'm not gonna fill out. I went one step further. Actually, I shouldn't have, but because we had done this before, like this. Yeah, I don't need to finger this A. I could just hit the open A. I'm working harder than I need to. That's where I'm already filling in the blanks, right? See what I mean? The filler. But this is so pretty just to do this. And you gotta get the G sharp. See, but that's where the chord. And this. But you can just do this. That's D slash F sharp. And then D minor. But you can just do this. E slash A. I had to think about the chord. I'm not looking at music. I'm just trying to remember by ear and theory. I think I might have it.
Now you got me on that bass line. It's like, geez, that's.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I kind of jumped over that step, and I shouldn't had. I should have kind of said, let's start with just the bass only. But I did. That's what I'm thinking, though. I mean, honestly, that's I just filled in the blanks so I could get the chord, the harmony like this, and then this. That's what I'm saying. Just do this and this and this. But definitely pay attention to that bass line. That's a big characteristic of this song. Help me out here. What chord? D minor slash F. A slash E. D minor. But now, I want to improvise this. I want to understand. That wasn't sounding good. D minor. I want to do D harmonic minor, but that's just A harmonic minor, but that's not sounding right to me. But I'll just keep it because it's kind of a deceptive cadence. D minor, E7, and then it goes not to A minor but A major. Check this out. Triads. Sounds good. It's A. D minor. Had to say it aloud. E. Sus. And then then we could take it to the B section. But that's a lot of fun, just exploring the triads up even in the higher, through the different inversions through the song. I'm going to have to write that study out. But yeah, so this week I'd like for you to kind of experiment getting the bass line movement and then filling it in. Bass and melody at the same time. But I'm going to hop down here to this part here, the B section, because it just repeats the same thing twice. But here, check it out. F sharp minor. We can do a full bar chord like this. So I'm going to fill it out by doing a full bar chord. I often don't do full bar chord, but that's pretty epic. And this chord here is that Stairway to Heaven chord. That's all I need. I don't need any more than just these 4 notes. And then that melody note, I'll just do this. Pinky, yeah. And then A slash E. So I'll put, and again, you can see it with the tab if you. Do I want to have the A in there too? Yeah, sure, why not? The A sounds good. It sounds a bit dark. And then, do I want a chord for this? I don't think so. I don't put a chord at every melody note. That's too much. I don't need to do this. That's D6 here. I might try it like this. This is a nice chord here. Do the D like it's a C shape. like this. So not that shape there. Yeah. Here, I gotta rewrite these. I actually don't want the A in there, and the A doesn't need to be in there twice. It's too thick. Just the A with the E in the base. But I was experimenting. I was like, I don't want a chord here, but guess what I do want?
What?
Sixes. Of course. It gives the illusion of movement chords, but it's not. There. Diatonic. So I went like this with sixes. Then I went. Oh, that's not a six. What's going on there, Tracy? That should be a D open. Yeah. So it's like this. And that's D6 here. This is a nice D6. You see that open B in there, so you get the 6 here. You can add the 9 on top. And here's that minor 6/9 we already did. Really beautiful chord. But again, I would map it out just for practice. I would go like this. Beautiful. Yep. And right here, yep. Good. Nice. Grip chords. Duh. Beautiful. And I would just do a 3-note shape here for that. And then this B minor. Uh-oh.
I like that chord.
Oh yeah, you're already there. Sorry, let's do this. And I don't get to do a sus here because the melody is on the 3rd, so you don't want to
What do you do then? I mean, I just play 2,
add 9
2, 0.
like this.
Put it up there.
You could go, yeah, you could add the 9 on here, flat 9, and then if you want to jazz it up. That's hip, but that's not needed. Here's your oh no, then it just goes back. And this is where I might go up an octave. This is what I was saying. I might go like this. Then this. You know? That's nice. Oh. D natural, sorry. And then E minor with G. Triads. It's pretty sweet. I added a 9 there. Sus. Maybe harmonize in thirds. I don't know. Maybe not. Triads are so powerful and simple, but beautiful. I might add the 9 on here. Same stuff, different words. Then this. Sixes.
You know, I was thinking too that in terms of dynamics, when you get to that last phrase, I'd make that very powerful. That last phrase.
Which phrase?
And I can, you know, da, 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 make it a.
Well, if you want it big, you got to go to the lower range generally, not the high. It's weaker and thinner sounding the higher you are. It's just more delicate. Like if you want to make a statement, just like a intimate statement, that's where I would probably do this. You know what I mean? It's quiet. The band would have to drop out. It almost just be like a piano going up really high. But if you want it thicker, then like bigger, then you got to go lower. Dynamically
Yeah, I was
speaking.
watching that on a rehearsal
Yeah.
an orchestral rehearsal, and the conductor was instructing the pianist about how to make phrases bigger. I want more
Yeah.
out of the phrase, and this is how to do it. This is how you make your phrase in the piano bigger. You don't necessarily worry about the timing, but you make it bigger as you go. And it's like he kept illustrating, and she was like, "What? Make it bigger. Make it
Cool.
bigger."
Yeah. I love this part. And I keep wanting to do it here, but if I wanted to experiment up here, I would go like this. Soft. Ooh, gotta get that. Oh, how do we, oh, yeah, be that.
Sharp for a bit.
Yeah, so I mean, you can just do the same thing, but just an up an octave. This, then,
C sharp.
then this. This is nice. It's got the D here, but it's just B minor, and then this. Oh crap! Please, this guitar has no dots. So I'm like side slipping. See what I mean? Like I don't use this guitar on the gig. This your. Oh, sorry, that's your favorite part. Would simply fly. And then. That's too high. Oh, I kind of like it though. It's going up high. It's flying away. But I don't know if I can do it way up here. Let's see what happens. Yeah. D major. D minor. And then major 7. Now I'm going to do it like this. Or this. And now I get to use this inversion. That's really sweet
Oh,
there.
is that a major? You're
Yeah,
playing?
that's a funky
Oh,
one that
got
nobody
it.
likes to use.
Major inversion.
But it sounds really pretty up high on the E note on the 5th degree. I like that. I kind of like this. So, you and I would simply fly away. D slash A. D minor slash A. And here's that chord. That'd be really pretty though at the very, very end to kick this up an octave. So I'm gonna write that out before I forget. It's not that hard.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's very nice.
Yeah, such a
Yeah,
sweet.
I would tell that conductor. We don't need to make it big.
Oh well,
Make it like
yeah,
sweet.
sweet. Yeah, exactly. For this last part there, not everything needs to be big, right? So, here, play this. See if you can do that with me. And that's these are all just grip shapes and inversions. So you got that C sharp half dim, F sharp 7. It's a nice ending. Um, this is just tied over. I'll go back later and clean it all up, but that's just
That's just tight.
tied.
Okay, that's tight.
And then this,
Playing
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I did put a chord here. I went like this. I might do diminish. Yeah, I'll do diminish.
E.
Yeah, that's the diminished sub there. Little substitution for the Barry Harris fans, the Barry Harris method. So that creates an F sharp 7 flat 9. And then this is all up an octave here. So this is 7, and this is 10. So I like this chord a lot. That's that hack I do quite a bit. Is I bar across, and then I
Can you
get them
place the what is
like
that?
this,
That's that's the minor seven.
like this. I'm using all 5 fingers. You can do this. If you wanted just to do an inversion, you could just do this. But I want the bass. I want it fuller. I want it bigger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then here we go. This is an 11. Now I don't want the diminished. I had to experiment with it, but I want
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
I just want it inside, so I'm gonna put the B minor 11. That's this chord here. It's kind of a sus too,
Whoa.
but it's typically called B minor 11. But
That's
there's no third though, so to be technical, uh, um, it's a sus. I'm just putting this all up an octave. I don't know. I know it's pretty hard for you to reach this up there, but you can just do these small voicings too. Oh, you get the open E though. Here, listen to this. Like this. Got the D. This is pretty. It's actually not. It's a. Got that low E. And it's technically a 9. The melody's on the 9. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Does that one work?
And then we have to do this.
Oh, F sharp.
Mhm. Beautiful. This is ridiculous. I know it's so high up here for you. There. And that's just an E7. And then 17. And then I'm gonna take away the tie. Wow. Good job. Oh my gosh, good job. So here's an A shape way up high. Here's a D. D major. This is tricky right here.
Yeah.
This chord. D minor. I'm keeping that A on there. You can also do harmonic. No, you can't. Oh, yeah, the harmonic's not on that string, darn.
I'm not. So, he's 9, so it's 4.
Yeah, that's too high, that harmonic, so that's not the right one. Here's his chord.
C. Numbers are small.
And for the final chord, I'm gonna do this instead. Here, let me just write it in.
A, that's a major 7.
Yeah, I do like the major 7. You could do add 9 if you want. I like the major 7 on this, especially yeah, especially the, well, sure. I was using this inversion again. No, it's just kind of really nice for that. They're all nice. I can't go wrong with an A major 7. There, this chord. This. Oh, whoa. What? Let me fix the tabs. That's totally wrong. There it
Oh, you have to do
is.
that. Oh,
Beautiful.
and the harmonic on the E. I like that.
Oh yeah. So in that whole last time, I probably would go up an octave,
Yeah.
and then right here, I think I would. I don't know. I'm trying it out right now. Yeah, I like this. Then it goes. D major, D minor, A major 7. If you want filler, and you can go back to this chord. I don't know, too many chords.
Yeah.
That's just A major 7.
I just like that.
There you go. There's the arrangement. Easy. About that.